We have two primary sets we use for our shoots. One is this one, except with the camera further back. It's the A-roll shot, as we call it. The other one is a teardown shot, where we take this table, rotate it that way, and it's shot in this corner, where we also do live streams. So presently there's a shelf here. We typically have stuff on top of it, but for a while now, I've wanted to replace this shelf with a tool wall, like the one we have behind the camera right now. And so we decided to build a tool wall over here. So it's gonna be, I'm gonna try this. This is a blue, just a metal pegboard, basically. We're gonna try these, see how they look. Put a couple of these up. The plan is, I think, to make it about to here and go this way another foot or so. So maybe 4 feet wide, something like that. And about 3 feet tall, maybe a bit taller. And it's just gonna be filled with tools. We've partnered with iFixit to build the wall, so pretty excited about that, because basically I said, we like the stuff you guys make, you've been a great advertising partner, and so we're gonna build this wall. Do you wanna fill it with tools? And they said, yes, we would like to do that. So we're gonna build it. There's gonna be a couple parts, but probably two primary parts where I'm gonna go through all the stuff we have, that I bought most of it. They sent the tools, and then we'll go through the building process after that. But basically, the hope here is that for future teardowns, I can just like turn around and grab a tool off the wall and continue going, which will be nice functionally. It will also make it easier for when we work in this room, because we have a really limited amount of space. So this room acts as the case testing, as in like build and unbuild room as well. And that'll help a lot. Now, another small thing that no one would consider is putting the tool wall up here will give us back about 3 inches of depth coming into the room. That's not a lot of space until you realize how limited we are. An extra 3 inches of depth, like off of this wall, means I might actually be able to walk through here to get back behind the table for film instead of having to walk around and duck under cables. So we'll see. See if it goes the way I want. Before that, this video is brought to you by iFixit's brand new Manta Driver Kit. The iFixit Manta Kit is a universal repair toolkit that includes 112 steel bits, redesigned from the ground up with longer necks for 4mm bits, allowing more precision when working on components. The $60 iFixit Manta Kit has everything from pentalobe drivers to Y drivers and standard bits. Learn more at the link in the description below. So long term, here's what the plan is. We talked about this in one of our Patreon behind the scenes videos somewhat recently. If you're a Patreon backer at patreon.com/gamersnexus, we post some of them there. But basically what I was telling those guys is we're planning to, this shelf right now is a mess because, I mean, I just took a bunch of stuff off that shelf and put it here. But the plan is to fill this shelf or this one with the higher end test equipment. So oldoscope, we've got nice DMMs, we have a bunch of like thermocouple readers, fan test equipment. We have 100 pounds of power supply testing equipment coming in. Not sure if that's going to go on the shelf or not. And this will be filled with cool testing equipment. I don't know what to put here yet. I mean, I'm trying to keep the video card, CPUs, RAM in the other room where we do all the testing so that it's close to the benches. So I don't want to put those here. If you have ideas, I guess, let me know. But I don't want it to be product boxes, and I don't want it to be the components we use for testing because they need to be accessible. And I hate product boxes and throw them away because they're a waste of space. So I don't know. Let me know what you come up with. So this will be basically high-end test equipment. Maybe we just fill both with that. That's going to be tools. So I'm hoping, what I'm going for here, I'm trying to maximize the space we have, trying to get as much mileage as we can out of it. And I'd like a set that looks like it's in an actual reasonably sized office or studio without having that. And that also, I'd like to have kind of a more industrial look, like it's where work happens, not as much of a studio look. I really like that, kind of like almost like a tested feel. Adam Savage is tested. I like their layout, although he's got a warehouse and millions of dollars, and I have neither of those. So these are roughly 16 by roughly 32. So I have 6 of those, and those are going to go on this wall. And then for the pegboard stuff, I had a lot of fun shopping around for this. So this is why we partnered for with iFixit for this wall, because I needed to buy a ton of stuff. Oh, that's cool. I haven't done that yet. So it's a metal pegboard. My other one that we use right now is just one of those crappy, I don't even know what it is, like a particle board that falls apart basically. And the metal one will allow me to stick stuff like this on it. So that's a screwdriver holder. And I've not actually tried it yet. Where do the screwdrivers go? They go between these. I think we need oh, that'll work. Okay, cool. Except we need smaller screwdrivers. But anyway, so that's screwdriver holder. I'm not sure how to lay stuff out yet, but I'll show you all the stuff I got. I liked these. These look pretty cool. So my plan for these is to separate them by color coordination, color coding, everything. And I'm thinking like, I don't know, maybe like GPU, typical GPU stuff in one, something like that. But anyway, those are for bits. So this is the iFixit Protect toolkit, which we've used on camera even when they don't sponsor us because I like it. And I'm thinking we take these bit kits like this and just empty them and put all the bits in here. Now that one looks like it's going to fit the larger bits better, which would be in the 128-bit toolkit. I don't think it's not going to fit these, so I'll have to either put the bigger bits in there that I have from the other iFixit kit, or buy a smaller one of these for these smaller bits. But that's the plan for that one. Another option, this is where you could leave a comment below, let me know what you think. iFixit's got these magnets on the back. They're great for here. I mean, that's what it's meant for. But I don't think they are strong enough to go here. So one thing I'm considering is we just kind of glue right here some heavier duty magnets to the back of this. And then that would allow us to, if I didn't want to buy one of these except with smaller holes, that would allow us to just stick this straight to the wall and have them like that vertically. That'd be kind of cool. So I don't know, tell me what you think about those two options. Do I just take all these and put it in a smaller version of this, or stick a magnet on it and stick that to the pegboard? So that's an option. These are all the pliers and stuff. Put those aside. And the Manta toolkit, they sent this over as well. So this is the iFixit's brand new toolkit. This is the one they wanted us to show off on the wall and elsewhere. But again, same thing. I'd love to just, will these fit? Those will fit. Okay, cool. So those will fit, and I need to get, is it magnetized? It is magnetized. All right. So that's magnetized, so that'll stay in there even when it's vertical. But we'll fill those, and then this looks kind of fat for this thing I bought, but I have other ones. How do these fit? All right, got it. Okay, so I see. What we're gonna want for this is to put the longer nose drivers in those, I think. So a longer driver shaft like this or something. That'll work. That'll work pretty well. All right, so we've got all the tools. We'll go through those more as I start mounting them all to the wall. Let me show the other pegboard stuff I got. I'm not sure what I want to do with the colors. Right now, I was trying to go for blue, white, black. Unfortunately, a lot of stuff was red. So I don't know if I'll bother painting that or anything, or just leave it. But we can mount these to the pegboards as well. And the plan with these is just, it's just for drivers. So you just put all the drivers in there. What else do I have? We have sort of traditional baskets for mounting to the pegboards. So we've got a lot of those. We have different sizes of them. The larger ones I would like to use to put things like this in, so we can just throw the DMMs and amprobe meters in there, thermocouple meters, stuff like that. So these are really useful for us for the other wall. Then I got a couple of bins. So these are just trays. The plan is to put like loose screws in there, stuff like that. So they'll mount like this and be supported underneath by the metal brackets. And those just go underneath, and you sit these right on top of them. So I'd like those for screws for loose parts. Like for example, when I'm working on, let's just say, what's a good one? Working on like a GPU or something, and I end up with spare screws or small parts. I'm planning to have a small parts bin on the wall to help keep things organized, and just throw a label on it. And then if there's an active project, like taking apart a GPU, we can keep all this stuff in one spot. So those will be helpful. What else do I have? rubber mallet. There are a lot of times we could have used these. Not typically on hardware, but sometimes. We can use these mostly for building shelves like this. Right now, we hit this shelf with a metal hammer with a block of wood. I mean, I have other rubber mallets, but I wanted one dedicated for this space, not one that's like in the garage covered in bike grease and mud and stuff. So we got that. Brush will help clean everything on the mod mat, because the GN mod mat is super traction-y. It's by design, so stuff doesn't slide around. So I needed something to clean out the weave, and then standard, just kind of pegboard parts, nothing special with these. So that's most of it. This is actually this small thing. This is kind of dumb in that I'm looking forward to it, but just a dowel rod for the blue shop towel, so we can throw that on, and easy to access that for cleaning thermal paste, which is frequent. And I always have to, so here's what you have to understand. Right now, table rotates this way. I stand here. If I don't have what I need on the table, because I need the table space to work, I have to kind of like squeeze through here with the light and walk around the camera and go get it, and then come back, and it takes like a minute. And you do that multiple times in a video, it starts to get old really fast. Same thing for a live stream. So I'm really looking forward to having just everything there. For tools, I'm gonna have to fill the wall with whatever I can come up with. So iFixit's basically let us pick whatever we can find on their site. I might pick a few more things because I don't know if we have enough to fill the whole wall, but we'll see. We have they're kind of like standalone drivers, the non-replaceable bit ones. So these are Torx. I've got standard Phillips, Allen keys, stuff like that. So we have a bunch of these from them. We have the new Manta toolkit. The plan is to empty all these bits out into the trays or mount this tray onto the board. So they sent over, this isn't branded iFixit, but they sell this one. This is just digital calipers. Throw this on the wall as well. And then probably throw, like I said, DMMs and stuff. Small electronics or thermal test equipment will go on the wall. So, I mean, it'll just be nice to have kind of a very functional set that we use even when we're not filming. So it's not wasted space, and also look cool and fit the bill for what we're doing on camera. Here's what I want. If you have any ideas watching all this, if you have ideas about cool stuff to put on a pegboard, so you maybe have some experience putting together pegboards, and there are specific accessories that you really like that aren't too common, there are tons of them out there. So if there's some kind of accessory for a pegboard you really like, tell me what it is below, and I'll go find it and buy it for this wall. So I want it to be functional and cool looking. And then if you've got other tools that you think would be a good fit, obviously I know everything we need for GPU teardown and stuff like that, but if there's other stuff that you think might be just kind of neat to have around, let me know. I'll see if I can pick that up and throw it on the wall as well. But that's part one. So now what I need to do next is basically pull down this shelf, which is secured into the studs with just giant hex heads right now. So we're going to pull this out, and this wall will be painted a dark, like a gray, basically, which is the same color as the wall back there behind the old wood wall, which is still up. So we're going to pull this, paint it gray, obviously pull these off the wall, probably remount them, and hopefully end up with a really cool set. But we'll see. Let me know what ideas you have along the way, and we'll try to incorporate them because there is time to do so. So that's it for this one. Just basically a behind the scenes, except we're pushing it to the main channel because I'm looking for your thoughts on what we can add, since, like I said, it's early enough to integrate your thoughts as the audience, and I'd really like to see what you all want to see. So that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more. As always, go to patreon.com/gamersnexus to help us out directly, where we typically post this kind of video, and go to store.gamersnexus.net to pick up the mod mat or one of our new crystal cubes, and you can learn more about these on the site. So I'll see you all next time.